Oh boy, I haven't seen this much noise in the fanbase since, well, the reboot happened, and most of that noise was about how everyone hated it. Luckily, this time it isn't the fanbase bitching and moaning about a reboot that wasn't even made for them, and this time it is partially good news. We finally have confirmation that the first issue of the new Ben 10 comic is coming out on May 6th. Finally, the fanbase won't have to continue its death spiral onto itself, gravitating towards the largest chunks of fan slop that literally market themselves as equal to the canon of the Prime timeline, when in fact they are glorified fanfiction and not even the good kind. Of course, the complaining will always exist, but honestly, I am really excited about the comic. Finally, we get new official Ben 10 media to consume that will hopefully give us new insights and perspectives and ways to see how Ben's story could be done differently since, the creativity to do that is severely lacking in the fanbase. As for the second bit of Ben 10 news, firstly, we are not even sure that the leaks are approximating even the final design, or even real for an oncoming second Ben 10 reboot, or just discarded ideas for the original reboot. But the idea of an Asian Ben, or maybe even an Asian old universe Omnitrix wielder that isn't Ben, doesn't bode well for me. Now, I need you all to understand the issue isn't that the character present is Asian. Not to me, at least. My issue with this is twofold. Number one, if this is approximating the final design and final concept for a potential second Ben 10 reboot, or even a spin-off of Ben 10 with another Omnitrix user, who's heading this? This better be headed by Asian people. The staff producing this better either be Asian, of Chinese culture themselves, or people severely knowledgeable of the culture. Because attempting this can very quickly become a conglomerate of Chinese stereotypes and can become racist. And Ben 10 doesn't have a good history with being able to give adequate representation to minorities, if I needed to remind you of that. So yeah, I do not trust that Warner Brothers, as it exists right now, can pull this off without coming off as wildly out of touch and bigoted. Second reason, the fandom cannot be trusted to not be racist as fuck. Especially the Latin American side of the Ben 10 fandom is already not shutting their fucking mouths about, ¿por qué hicieron a Ben chino? This, after all, is the fanbase that allegedly drove Kai Green's original voice actress to quit voice acting due to harassment received for how Omniverse wrote Kai, and even if that were false, fanbases do not get those rumors made about them out of nowhere. You get what I'm saying? Do all fanbases have racist sides to them? Yes, but the Ben 10 fandom has a particularly toxic, particularly racist side to it that is simply not acknowledged enough and is already beginning to make some members of the fandom that are Chinese themselves uncomfortable because what motherfuckers are saying out there on Twitter and other places about these pictures that we aren't even fully sure are for another reboot of Ben 10 indeed can be considered discrimination. So, I'm worried. Especially so because there's the high likelihood apparently that these are real to some extent. Because they were found on a Warner Bros. Licensed art portfolio that was under lock and key. Somebody apparently hacked into it to get these pictures, and there's fear the guy that drew them might lose his job because this might violate his NDA, which is why I have them blurred to death on the screen. For the leaked concept art, all I have to say is that I am worried. For the comic, I really, really hope it is good. I am looking forward to it. If y'all want me to, tell me what you're looking forward to for the comic, what you wish to see in the comic, etc. in the comment section down below. See you guys. The How Time Works in Ben 10 video is still in the works, but it's coming soon.